And we are waiting for Isaac and Gigi to arrive, but Mayor, if you want to get started.
Okay, thank you, Bertha. Thank you, everyone. If we can have a roll call. This is the Village of Ruidoso, City of Ruidoso Downs Regional Wastewater Treatment Plant Joint Use Board meeting. It's October 20th at 10 a.m. Roll call, please, Bertha.
Sir, Chair Crawford,
Here.
Councilor Jackson,
Here.
Councilor Cornelius,
Here.
Joey Jarvis.
Here.
Thank you, sir. We have a quorum.
Okay, thank you very much. First off, we have need approval of today's agenda. I can get a motion.
Mr. Chairman, move to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, a second. Roll call, please, Bertha.
Councilor Jackson,
Aye.
Joey Jarvis,
Aye.
Chair Crawford,
Aye.
Councilor Jackson.
Aye.
Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen. Item number one, regular item, is discussion and possible action on approval of minutes, July 21st, 2021 regular meeting.
Mr. Chairman, move to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
Okay, roll call, please. We take a roll call, please.
Yes, sir. Councilor Jackson,
Aye.
Councilor Cornelius,
Aye.
Chair Crawford,
Aye.
Joey Jarvis.
Aye.
Thank you.
Are there microphones on, Bertha?
Ours are, yes. Can you,
Okay, yeah, there's just a slight echo. I was thinking that Pace Audio had that fixed, but it's better than it was.
If we could just remind you, if you speak, kind of speak a little loudly and put on your mic. Because we have been complaints that it's too low. Just a little.
Okay, has Isaac made it in?
he's here.
Okay, awesome. At this time, we'll move to item number 2 for the monthly report on the regional wastewater treatment plant.
Morning, Mayor, councilors.
Good morning, Isaac.
How are you guys doing today?
Morning.
Really well. And you?
Well, just rushing around. We got caught up in traffic on Paradise. Something's happening right now, but we made it. We've been running good at the facility. Everything's going as planned. We are gearing up for our 12-hour shifts next week to do our filter clean, so we'll be able to see and get a good idea of where we stand as far as the filters and the cassettes and their condition. We are seeing that the cassettes are starting to wear out, even though they are stainless steel. The new ones that we are ordering are gonna be a higher grade of stainless steel, which I wish we would have gotten in the beginning, but that's what we're getting for the replacement. So those should last longer than 10 years. We did pass our phosphorus and nitrogen for this last month. So we're doing good. We did, however, we test for what's called biomonitoring twice a year. And what we test for is the survival of a water flea and a flathead minnow. We send three separate samples out in 1 week. One of those samples did fail, meaning that so many of the water fleas died. So what we're gonna have to do to remedy that, we're gonna have to send a sample next week, next month, and in December. And if we pass those, which we should, everything should go back to normal for twice a year. We only send that off twice a year. So since we did fail one of those 3 samples, we're gonna have to do it for the next 3 months. We're not out of compliance in any kind of way, but it's just gonna cost us a little bit more money to get those resampled and tested out again. I just thought I should let you guys know that did happen. And it's not like failing, the phosphorus or nitrogen. It is, but it's normal. What's that? Twice a year. We only send that off twice a year. So since we did fail one of those 3 samples, we're gonna have to do it, for the next 3 months. We're not out of compliance in any kind of way, but it's just gonna cost.
Isaac, what
Yes.
causes that?
So this sample was taken in August, and it could have been rain, it could have been the high amount of people contributing to the possibly a higher nitrogen, even though we did pass our sample for that month, but that's the only thing that I can think of. It could have been a lab error on their part, it could have been whatever fleas they were using, it could have been something in that nature. It's kind of out of our hands, but we haven't failed in 15 years, so it's been a long time, and so this is kind of a shock to me, but we're gonna get it resampled next week, send it off, like I said, for the next 3 months, and then we should go back to normal. So that is something that we are gonna be doing in the next few weeks. As far as the fog, Into the Mountain Gods was 20, Palmer Loop was 19.7, which is not too bad. We would like to see them at 20 or below, so that they're doing pretty good. Apache Travel Center was non-detectable, but that could have been because they were closed at that particular moment when we grabbed the sample. And, but other than that, we are doing good, and like I said, we're gonna be working really hard for the next month.
Isaac, that's quite a change from the one we previously sampled, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Was it like 50 or so? So, as we talked before, you think it's a sampling, not a sampling error, but just a sampling time, or?
Could be the sampling time. Like I said, it's just a snapshot of that particular moment.
Or
So-
you think they're using, they're more judicious about their grease traps, or?
That's what I'm hoping. And we'll find out with this next, on the
Batch.
next, samples. That's all I have. Do you guys have any questions? I have been having to take the sample. We did have a carrier issue 5 times in a row. So I took the samples myself this month, and, we'll see next month how I feel. I'm thinking about giving the carrier another try, but I'm not sure. We'll see how that goes. Other than that, everything else is going good.
Have you got the more concentrated stream under control now? You said you were having to put more chemicals in.
We are. It's just a little bit more money to get those resampled and tested out again. I just thought I should. Man, I sound weird.
It's on a delay for some reason.
Is that what it is? Yes, I'm finding that our phosphorus is getting a little bit harder to meet. As we were passing with flying colors, I'm noticing that we're passing with colors, not flying colors, but with colors.
You're still passing.
We're still passing, both nitrogen and phosphorus, but not as easy as we were before. And that could be, because of the lines, it could be the filters, it could be a whole mess of things. It could be the process outside, but I think it's from the sewer lines being connected, and we don't have that dilution of river water coming in and helping us out.
So have you seen a significant reduction in volume because we are not treating the
Not
river?
necessarily a reduction in volume, but I have noticed that we are having to waste from our system out to our digester, meaning taking stream out of solids out of our wastewater plant to compost. We're having we're having gigantic piles being made right now, and that is because I think of the concentration.
Density.
Yes, sir. Anything else?
Hey, Isaac, do you
Yes,
have
sir.
enough solar panel, the last conversations that you've had with the contractor?
Actually, Dale Lyons left me a message. I have to get back with him for a few questions that he has for me. Should let you guys know that. What was that?
That wasn't me, that was Bertha and somebody else talking. I was just, I couldn't hear what you said towards the end, so you're still waiting, the contractor had sent you some information, you're waiting on him?
Yes, he had a few more questions. We did get a lot of things straightened out on my last phone call with him, but he had a few more questions as far as the billing was concerned, and we're gonna address that today.
Okay, thank you. Does
So-
anyone have any questions for Isaac? I can see Bordy's reflection in the door, so I know that's probably what Bordy was wanting to hear about was the solar panels. So we really haven't got any movement yet on that.
No, he's still performing a study as we speak.
Okay.
Dale Lyons.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Isaac.
Thank you.
Do we have any reports from the board members? Member Jackson?
None from me.
Member Cornelius?
No?
I can't see Joey, but how about you, Mr. Jarvis?
No, sir, nothing at this time.
Okay, I don't have anything. So that concludes our regular agenda item. So if we could have a motion to move into closed session, please.
Mr. Chairman, move that we go into closed session for discussion subject to the attorney-client privilege pertaining to threatened or pending litigation in which the Village of Ruidoso is or may become a participant, citing 1015-1H7 NMSA 1978. Any action taken as a result of the closed session will be brought back into open session.
Second.
Okay, roll call, please, Bertha.
Counselor Jackson?
Aye.
Counselor Cornelius?
Aye.
Joey Jarvis?
Aye.
Clerk Crawford?
Aye. Okay, if you'll just make sure that Mr. Good